In Indian culture, women are portrayed in various forms. Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge; Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth; Durga, the ferocious goddess of strength; and Ma Kali, the all-powerful mother who ensures the victory of good over the evil. All these combined reflect the Indian thought on women empowerment, that a woman shall have the right to education, wealth, as well as positions of power. She simultaneously is also a loving and nurturing mother, the focal point of the family around whom the entire social structure is woven. She is to be respected, honored, and empowered. However, the pursuit towards this ideal state is an ongoing journey in the societies across this world, including India. We have a long way to go to achieve gender parity in terms of child sex birth ratio, women's access to education and employment, wealth and property, their political and economic participation, as well as their right to have choices over their life's decisions. The deeply entrenched socio-structural barriers are needed to be removed for women to emerge out of the shadow of patriarchal dominance, sometimes disguised as protective patronage. It still takes courage and perseverance to break the social stereotypes. I, Sqn Ldr Toolika Rani, an ex-Indian Air Force officer, mountaineer, motivational speaker and writer, have been through this struggle to make a place for myself in personal as well as professional arena. Opting for Defense Forces as a career at the age of 19 was not very traditional. Shouldn't women choose something less physically demanding? But by the end of my 10 years tenure in Indian Air Force, I became an outdoor military training instructor in the prestigious Air Force Academy, where all the officers of Air Force are trained. I had the privilege to train hundreds of future officer trainees in military outdoor training. I also ventured into mountaineering and went on to do 23 mountaineering and trekking expeditions in several countries, including climbing to the top of Mount Everest in 2012. In the field of public speaking, I have delivered more than 100 talks and interviews on platforms such as TEDx, Toastmasters, Rotary International, and Sustainable Development Leaders Council, an affiliated unit of United Nations development programs in countries such as India, US, UK, Bulgaria, and Italy. My book on my Mount Everest climb is also under publication. So all these achievements may seem laudable, but their pursuit has not been smooth or easy. There have been times of repeated failures, utter dejection, and a question mark on my capabilities, sometimes as a woman, sometimes as a human being. But never have I taken my decisions based purely on my gender, but always on my inclination. All this while, what kept me afloat was hope and a firm belief in my capabilities as a human being. We as a society need to nurture talent, irrespective of gender, because only when we are able to provide equal opportunities to everybody, we shall be able to have a sustainable development and a bright future for humanity. Men and women create life and society together. So it is in the interest of both to let each other flourish. Let us become that powerful, upwelling updrift, that wind beneath the wings of our daughters, our sisters, our sons, our spouses, on which they can spread their wings and soar high in the sky. Let's move towards having a more egalitarian and equitable society. Thank you. Namaste. Jai Hind.